Hey family, it's Sandra, a queen. Bring. Well, today I'm making aromatherapy candles. I'm learning, so I really like aromatherapy candles because they smell great. Like when I'm meditating or praying. Usually I pray with my eyes open anyway, so I'm watching the candle as it's burning or whatnot. But I usually like to excuse any sounds y'all hear. I'm gonna tell y'all now because it was like 72 degrees out here, and people is out and about. It's nighttime, but it's a city that don't really sleep too often. I think people are just happy for the weather because it's been like 30, 40 degrees here, and now it's like 72, and they trying to get it in before it all goes away. But what I want to show you what the kit comes with is the wax chips. They're just soy wax chips. I'm looking for stuff that's vegan. I already have like a vegan vendor for it. But these are just wax chips, nothing fancy, right? They're just chips, okay? And then I have the measuring cup that you use to put the aromatherapies in, okay? So I have the measuring cup. It comes with two wax wicks. See, and all you do is when you melt the wax, you stick it inside of the tin cup that it comes with. And so what I do is I just get the wick. You take the wick and you stick it in the wet wax. I already melted the wax, family. Sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to like go ahead of you, but my microwave is on the blitz. I think I need a new one. So oh well. And then I have vanilla. This is what you pour in the wax. This one's vanilla. This one's lavender, and it has a lavender color. This one's yellow. Look like lemons. I prefer lemons, but you could buy any kind of fragrances. And this one is pink. Okay, so it's pink. So all right, I have my paper here to decorate with. This goes around the side of the can. It's cute. And then I have the two stickers at the top. I'm so in touch with my inner child, y'all. I'm in touch with my inner child. Tell you, I got two. One say, enjoy every moment and time to relax. Okay, y'all know I'm really into my relaxation and my peace and everything. It came with a stick to stir the wax with. So all right, I've already warmed it up. Like I said, I think my microwave was on the blitz. So what I have to do now, I already have the wick in there, if you can see that. So what I do next is take a little bit of the wax and pour it in, and then pour in some of the smell good. So I'm not a big fan of vanilla, so I think I want to try the pink first. I can't use all of it. I think you're just only supposed to use half. Use half of it, family. Ooh, okay, yeah. What is this doing? Okay, so I opened it. All right, so I opened it. You pour in. I think I'm supposed to use like not even quite half. You do it according to what you like for it to smell like. Okay, I poured it in, and then you take some of the hot wax and you pour it in. Now, if you are a child, you need an adult to do this because you don't want to hurt yourself or harm yourself in any way. All right, I just poured it right back into the container where it come from. I'm not doing nothing too out of the way. Okay, so that's the wax. I won't burn myself. So you pour it in here with this. It's got the little pour spout. So you pour it in here. Hold on, I'm pouring it over into this container. I don't want to burn myself. Okay. So now, if you want different colors, family, see it's in there. If you want different colors, family, what you do is let that dry where the wax will dry, and then you add your next color to it, right? So I'm gonna mix it up and be a little buck wow. Yeah, you can pour the rest of it into the actual pot itself. Now I have a pot here. Get an old pot or something. Don't get nothing, like new or fancy. I want to mix this with I'm not a big fan of vanilla. I'll probably use a little bit of the lavender for the rest of the wick. Okay, God, I gotta open it. I can't open it. Wait. Okay, I need a pair of pliers or something, y'all. Hold on. Ugh, I don't like vanilla. And vanilla would open. Oh, no. Okay, well, too bad. Yeah, I don't like vanilla like that. Okay, well, anyway. It is what it is, y'all. So, okay, you get your little wax cup again. Ta-da! And you pour your wax in there. It's starting to dry. Ooh, I want lavender. Hold on. I gotta have what I want. Forget this. I want what I want. Okay, you better open it in the name of Jesus. Ah, it opened, y'all. This is the lavender. I'm clouded. Okay, so you pour your lavender in. You're supposed to stir it. I didn't do that. So here we go. Uh-oh, it's getting stuck. Look, it's starting to look, y'all. Look how it's looking. Okay, that's enough. Ta-da, da-da. Okay. And you pour the rest of it in. My poor little wick is drying out fast. Look at this. Mm-hmm. And then you let that set. It's starting to dry, family. So the next part of it is you take your label, time to relax. Okay. This should have made it where it's a crack and peel. But I started out with the kitty set first, but this is something I really want to have on my website. Right now I'm just working on everything. So what you want to do is line it up really good with the lid. Giving this stuff out for Christmas, y'all. Time to relax. Time to relax, y'all. Hey, your girl relaxing. So in touch with my inner child is ridiculous. But I'm happy. All right, y'all. So we're going to let this dry while I talk to you for a minute. I'm terrible with this. Trying, y'all. I'm trying. Okay. We did it. So here it is. Ah! Ah! Oh, Lord. It tore. Excuse me, y'all. Still using it. I don't care if it tear on up, baby. Woohoo! I'm gonna stick you on there some kind of way. Whatever. And y'all see it's drying. It's starting to dry. I'm gonna show you once it really dry up. Okay. But at any rate, that's how that goes. And this was fun. This really was a lot of fun. So I'm gonna use that old pot. Use an old pot, y'all. Don't use nothing new. That was fun though. Yep. That was fun. Oh, I got one more. Oh, okay. I don't like vanilla. But it's really cute. It's just a cute little beginner set for me, you know. But at any rate, this was really cute and it turned out nice. Once it dry and it just becomes a formed piece of wax, then you can like trim the wick a little bit and then light it, y'all. It's just a little candle. Just a little something, something. But all right. So let me get my book. Hold on, y'all. And I'm going through my healing heartbreak journal, right? So okay, y'all, here we go. I kind of chuckled when I read the next page. I was like, oh boy. Okay, so this is by Stefan Labosiere at Stefan Speaks. Okay, and I got this book because I was really interested in, the part about being healed after heartbreak or anything. It's a lot of things can break your heart. Not just a person, life. You might lose a loved one that you really care about. And in that respect, if you lose someone that you care about, you felt like they left without saying goodbye. And in some cases, some people do leave without saying goodbye. You can let them know I love you, I miss you, or you can let them know that I'm upset that you left me behind, and or they may have taken their life. Some people just feel like enough is enough, and I can't handle it anymore. And we live in a day now where things are like really kind of tough sometimes. So you can write a journal to them. It says identifying your current ways of coping with heartbreak. Last week we talked about write down the methods you've used to get over heartbreak and hurt. So when I read the next page for the next following week, I was like, oh Lord. It said, how did each method make you feel? Better or worse? Why? And I had to admit, out of all of them, I felt better out of everything I did. And the only one that really made me feel kind of so is when you confront a person. I highly recommend not to do that, especially if they're the controversial type or if they're not healed themselves, they're going to deny. And, it causes confrontation that you're not trying to have. So I told how I wrote in my journal, how I went out to nature. Those were the things that made me feel the best. Confrontation, I don't recommend that one too much, y'all. I'm being honest, because sometimes people get, confrontational. The one that I minded, I thought was the best as well, was writing it out. That's good too, writing a letter to them. It said, did you experience any side effects from your choices? These can be both negative and positive. And that's the part where I said, well, the person got kind of confrontational, but you don't be hard with them, because sometimes people think they're doing the best that they can, or they thought they did what was right in that decision and it wasn't right for you at all. And sometimes people don't want to admit when they're wrong. And for the longest, I had a problem with that, because that comes when you feel like you just got to do things a certain way, and it's hard to express or explain when you make a mistake. And I've learned to tell people, hey, look, I'm sorry. It wasn't supposed to go that way. It went that way, but that wasn't the way I meant for it to go. I never meant to harm you in any way. Da 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 da. And you know, to me, it's easier to tell God first. It's easier to write the letter. I think that's the safest way nowadays. 'Cause some people just aren't into confrontation. Or, when a person say, I thought you was wrong for such and such. Now, when people approach me about it, I don't have a problem with saying, well, I apologize. I never meant for it to go that way. Or I might say something to someone along the lines of, I'm trying to save your energy. Please don't do it that way. It's so hard. I know you mean well, but it's taking energy away from you that I need for us to get through the day. I had to tell somebody that at work. And, they just looked at me and smiled, but you could tell they were just really lit, but they already had a long day at work. And part of it too, and I had wrote the person and said I'm equally guilty. Sometimes you can be too nice to people, and when you're too nice, of course, your feelings are going to get hurt. My feelings weren't hurt, but I saw when I chipped in and tried to help out, you got to step back and let people do what they do. And some people are not going to do anything because that's just not in them to contribute. And so the person, it just wasn't in them. They don't even have a mind. It's nothing with us. The person has issues that they need a healing from back when they were in foster care, and they kept reverberating these things to us and saying stuff. And it's mighty funny how one person come, they got that authority, they were just all in. They did everything that person said. But as soon as it got back to the rest of us, old cow hands and everything back to normal, they just slid off and kept doing what they wanted to do. Like, y'all, yeah. So I took my energy back and I didn't help at all. I said, well, that's not even in my job description. I'm gonna let go. And then it got to be confrontational because of the person that was over them didn't really speak their truths. They tried, but you can't. You play with a puppy, they lick your face, and that's when I told. I said, like if I'm in a room and I'm quiet, and then the person coming in, expressing their world, I would just get up and leave. I really don't want to hear it. You're at work. We're not on counsel session or therapy. You need a therapist, and I'm not your therapist. You're not paying me by the hour to hear your problems. It's not happening. And when we redirect you to the Lord, and you still want to do what you want to do, I'm not giving into that, period. I'm not casting my pearls with swine. I'm not dealing with that. When people start getting like that, look, you know what? You got something else going on. And you just bid them Godspeed and do your job and leave. And they were trying to say something about me leaving, but I leave at the time I'm supposed to. I never leave early, I leave on time. And so a lot of times it's just hatred or anger because they see where, oh, you get to sit down, da 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 da, while we bust our back. Well, I got my license to do what I do. I got licensed to do what I do. I pay for everything that I have, and I pay for every occupation I own and my contracts. That's not my fault. Now, if you really want to step it up and do something like what I'm doing, sure you can. You're going to suffer. Like I told them, in the summertime, I do what all of you all are doing by myself. I have no help. And actually, it's easier that way. You by yourself. You don't have to argue and fight with you. I just lay that stuff out, get the kids what they need, get my count, I'm gone. People trying to, be extra and get the accolades. I'm sorry, y'all. People still out here partying like rock stars. This is all good. But sometimes people are like, and I follow a disclaimer on that music. That's not my music either. But sometimes when then I got a lecture on, this person came to me. Well, you got to show your Christian love. That I said, there's nothing wrong with showing Christian love. They ought to see it in your lifestyle. You shouldn't have to tell them. Let your light so shine that men see your good works and glorify the Father which is in heaven. I shouldn't have to tell you that I serve the Lord. You should see it, the way I treat you. And in the end, well, the witness was tore up because you fussed at the person and you messed up. And they came to me crying the blues, which that is not my department again. But I listened and I was like, oh well, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I took my piece back out of that whole situation because if you don't, what happens is you end up being in confrontation with somebody that ain't trying to do right no way. They doing what they want to do. Some of these companies now, they let you just do you till you can't do you no more because you ain't allowed on the job like that. So I let go. I said, okay, baby, I wish you well. And I went on from there. I let go. You got to let go. Don't, I'm giving up my peace for that. No, I'm not getting in that. I told them what's expected here, there, how to do it, and you still gonna do it your way. Okay, I'll let go, baby. You got your own mind, and you doing what you want to do. So, sometimes being confrontational is just the absolute worst for some people. It's not conducive. But at any rate, I did get a lot out of it. I did me. I just did set myself free, and pretty happy. Didn't get into arguments and nothing like that, y'all. It wasn't even like that. But out of everything, I say journaling. I would say writing a letter to a person. I would highly suggest like reading a book and work on yourself. Let them know, I got flaws too. I'm not saying I didn't have flaws in the situation. Of course, I have flaws. I'm human, but I'm trying to correct a wrong in my life and where I see where we went wrong in handling a situation. And you just got to be willing to be honest, along with yourself. But like they say, some people happy living in a lie, and I'm not one of those people. It's a way to say things, people without killing their soul and spirit, and so I think you got to be kind hearted towards people, and I'm a very kind person, but I don't allow people to run over my feelings, or I'm never untrue to my feelings. I will let you know, and I'll say it kindly. Even sometimes you see good things about people. Like I told one person, "Oh, your hair is very pretty." I was like, the person was handsome. I had to tell you, you're very handsome. I just couldn't help but tell them, I'm like, you're handsome. And I didn't mean to make them feel uncomfortable or nervous, but okay, if I see something, I just say something. I don't mean any harm. Now, if they with somebody, I ain't saying nothing. I'll be like, hey, y'all a nice looking couple, and I'll go ahead on. I ain't getting in that. No, you ain't gonna get me hurt. But there's nothing wrong with telling people they look nice. There's nothing wrong with it. Ta-da! My candle done. Look, y'all. Woo, 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 woo. I did it. And it smells good too. Sandra Queen, sending you love. I'm getting into my aromatherapy candles, and I'm gonna also do the vegan lipstick when it comes and show y'all how I do lipstick as well. All right, I love y'all. If your microwave don't work, you can put it in a pot. I put this in a pot over the stove, but not long, y'all, till it melted. And I'm gonna go on and fix up my second candle as well. I love y'all. If you can get a healing heartbreak journal, and remember, the heartbreak doesn't have to be from love; it can be from anything, anything in your life. Someone leaving too soon, or something you thought was going to go through, but it didn't. Okay, things like that. It doesn't always have to be a relationship. All right, I love y'all. Thank you for the support, the love, everything. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to your girl. Screw. I love y'all. Bye bye.